Time flows strangely here. Did our meeting here really happen in the order I remember? Forget it. The point is, now I'm convinced this place is crafted by the Library of Babel solely for you, detached from all time and space dimensions. You're able to go to any specific moment in time you want using this place, right? Looks like you've got a clear understanding of your true essence. At this very moment, what lens are you using to observe us? All right, enough chit-chat. Come on, use your amazing powers to take us to the next destination, will you? Even though he's just a noisy brat, still, let's not miss our appointment with the kid. That's it? Feels like nothing really happened. Do you have the slightest idea who you're talking to? Never mind. Report in, Zero.
Working on it. Something seems... That must be the marking Master Enki left behind. Let's follow it.
Hey, fools! And who knows if you'll even find that Anyway, there are 5 documents in Let's get back on. I've hidden the access to the conference room in the... I left some markings on the path to the Hall of Keys, so keep your eyes peeled for them. What kind of markings, you ask? Well, the kind only a genius... After all, communicating with a...
That must be the marking Master Enki left behind. Let's follow it. This must be the library Master Enki mentioned in his note. We should keep an eye... Complete insight. We have made it to the Hall of Keys. The access mentioned by Master Enki must be here. All things have names. Names wield power, shaping their existence and binding their essence. What do you think? Yes, a name. It can become a form of bondage, in a sense.
But it's intriguing how humans managed to control the anomaly. The people of Memphis were truly bold. Speaking of that, why isn't that annoying brat waiting for us where we agreed? Is he trying to hide from something?
End it all! Complete insight. The conference hall is just below. Let's keep moving.
Finally, we're almost to the conference room. Let's hope that runt has found the words to stop a 10 from blowing itself up, or I'll... Ugh.
Hey there, fools from 3 years ago! Since you've made it here, you must have found the instructions I left behind, right? Did you collect all 5 documents? Not bad. Even fools can gain wisdom through learning. Well, in any case, I gathered a lot of documents from the Memphian era and studied the light bulb thrown into the ant's nest. Huh? Aren't we talking about the copper sphere you showed me earlier? Aren't you looking for a way to turn it off? Well, I managed to decipher the language of its creator. It was a piece of cake, really. But honestly, when I found the answer, I was a bit disappointed. As I thought, those ancient people were just stupid. The language they revered as divine turned out to be so simple. Well, let me start from the beginning. Thousands of years ago, there was another beacon in Memphis, and it created an anomaly that enveloped the entire city of Akedaton, turning it into perpetual night. The only source of light at Akedaton was a metallic sphere that emanated light and heat non-stop, just like the sun. Amenhotep, the 18th monarch of Memphis, honored it as the god of the sun. He named it Aten and changed his own name to Akedaton, which means the soul of Aten. The so-called language of the gods recorded in the ancient Memphis documents can be easily understood by any math professor in our time, and even more so in your time. If you've been to school, you should understand its true nature. In the Memphian language, Aten is referred to Aten, where A stands for 0 and 10 stands for 1. In their literature, all prayers related to Aten consist of only these 2 syllables. Seriously, it's getting tiresome explaining something as simple as a language with 2 elements. What's it called again? Precisely. The language of the god? It's binary! It's funny how millions of people worship the god of the sun, trying to please it with their prayers. But in reality, the god was waiting for them to give it commands. It responded not because it was happy, but because they happened to stumble upon the correct code. I've delved into your era over the past 3 years, of course, mostly with information provided by Ninsar. It makes me laugh whenever I think about Akhenaten's capital city. It must have been like a keyboard, with each prayer being a key. Countless people spent decades typing away, finally stumbling upon a few valid commands, which they carefully transcribed and preserved as oracles. They could have commanded the sun to rise, yet they knelt to pray to it. Is there anything more stupid than that? And to think that the prayers from thousands of years ago eventually became the cornerstone of human civilization. That's the greatest joke ever! Tragically, Pharaoh Akhenaton accidentally stumbled upon the last command, which turned out to be the self-destruction command for that copper sphere. So, yeah. Akhenaton got completely wiped out by the god's anger. That's the whole story of Akhenaton and Aten. I thought it'd take me 3 years to uncover the secrets of this language of the gods. Turns out, it only took me 3 days. No, at most 3 hours. About that, well, you know. Let's not dwell on that for now.
Don't try to change the subject, you little brat!
Speaking of which, Master Enki, where's Lady Ninsar?
Oh, right! Since I've given you so much information, it's time for a little favor in return. You've gotta help me before I tell you the divine command to stop the sphere. Fair deal, right? What are you talking about? Aren't you a director too? Actually, not long after we parted ways with you, I had an argument with Ninsar, and that's why I'm hiding out here. She's probably furious with me right now.
What did you do?
Well, I didn't really do anything. Here's the deal. Ninsar has a grubby cat. So, I made a cat's cradle to keep it from bothering Ninsar ever again. Once you place the cat inside, it won't need to eat, drink, or defecate, and it won't shed hair. It'll just sleep peacefully all the time. Huh? What are you even talking about? It's just a cat cradle, the most ordinary kind.
And what happened then, Master Enki?
Making a questionable device wouldn't make your sister that mad, right?
Well, the thing is, I made that cradle using a clock she had restored. Come on, it's not that big a deal, right? Why would she be so angry?
Master Enki, with all due respect, you really brought this upon yourself.
Is it really that bad? Hey, you! Is it seriously that bad? Ugh. She was furious when she found out. She even tried to stuff me in that cradle. I managed to run away and ended up completely separated from her. Anyway, please help me out. I have no clue how to calm her down this time. know the answer to the library, Ninsar?
I believe I've answered that question many times.
I keep asking this because not even you know the answer.
You're being mean.
I want to know why our father embarked on the path of no return. I guess I'll have to pick up my pace.
Pick up your pace for what? You're the successors from the future. So, visitors from another sector. What are you seeking?